Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Modeling Monday. I'm actually feeling a little out of sorts right now. I've got like 1,600 things going on, and I feel like I'm like running in the door, turning on the stream. If you could hear me, please give me a thumbs up or some sort of indication that things are actually working. I do have all of the weekly live streams and that kind of stuff running on the screen. John, we got to talk about adding Modeling Monday now to this, but I'm here. Looks like there are quite a few people here. Looks like, well, it depends where you look. YouTube stats are so interesting. Sometimes they're accurate, and sometimes they just seem to be way off. Almar, welcome to the stream. Andy Ambrose, good to see you again. Glad you're not too busy this evening, or I guess it's 11 p.m. your time. Lee, Anfield Road, layout in the loft. Lee, did you get my email? I sent you an email earlier. Bang got you Junction. Carl, how you doing? Bernard C, welcome. Keith, CAMP Railroad. I do hope if you come to Northlands, I'd love to see the truck, so hope that works out. Carolina Foothills Railroad, welcome, D Knight. We got Tim from CP368 Productions. Coming from Arizona, Dave BNSF N Scale. And we have another Dave P. I think the Daves are trying to compete with the Johns. Frank, Steeler Fan 820, welcome, Frank. Speaking of Johns, we have Mr. Blue Comet John 2618. Tyler Lackawanna Rail Fan, welcome. Lauren Hurwitz, my dad, coming in with some Lego trains he's been working on. Marty, welcome, Marty, MNM Short Lines Railroad. We have Pete Clark as well. Pirates of the Model Trains. John, Schuylkill River Valley. I just saw Norm Miller sneaking in, coming in as well. It looks like a lot of people are kind of popping in. Brian Walters coming in. Let's see. Steve Childers, Steve 87 PSAP. Trains and Things coming from Alaska. And last but not least, the Fantasy Trains. You like that? Oh, I can't hear you. You're muted.
Yeah, that was a good entrance there, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I figured if I made it through everybody else and then got to you, it would...
I wasn't expecting it soon because I knew I was at the end. Hi, everybody.
So the way I'm doing this today, and probably for future streams, is going to be a little bit different. I really want to bring up people that have things to model, and, you know, really make this about our modeling. And, you know, I don't want to limit it to modeling. We can hang out, we can chat, we can have some fun. But I want to have some time where we can just get together and just like model. Like we're all here together because we're model railroaders. And I think it'd be fun to get, you know, a panel of people together to model railroad. So what should come up eventually is going to be, I don't know if you could hear it, but the dog is in the background just whining.
No.
And I don't know why she's whining, because I took her out right before the stream, but she
wants to be on the show.
Apparently. Yes, It's Cameron, right? Cameron, Caboose 121. Yes, we are here. So welcome, welcome. So what I'm doing is instead of just posting the link in chat, what I'm going to ask people to do is if you want to join, if you want to come model, send me an email. I do have my email open, so if there's spots available and if I'm not, too crazed, I'll send people out links. But email me if you want to be involved. I'll email you then, the day of the event and bring you up and you can join in. Speaking of,
I was waving like buggery.
I didn't know what you were doing, Lee. You had this I didn't know what the.
I was waving. L28.
Hello. How are
Hello.
you, Lee?
Not too bad. I'm working on those little bits that I was doing on my stream. Never again am I doing a 4-hour stream.
That was pretty wild.
Won't it just?
Okay,
4 hours is a little bit long.
That's what it was. We had Crazy Joe in. I had Z. I had Steve Childers. That was just a bit too long. I got off my chair and I had a numb bum.
Hey, John, Schuylkill River Valley, you want to join us and keep an eye on chat for us so when we actually start working on stuff, we don't completely forget about the chat. Last week, I did sort of realize working on stuff, it's hard to especially. So I still have this project here on my desk. It's off to the side. I have not finished it. I even broke it a little bit the other day when I was moving it around, so I got to fix that already. But it was just so so I'm going to do something a little different. Oh, and I noticed, why is my screen upside down?
That's not any better than when Z was when we finished my stream. She ended up standing on her head.
Whoa. I was
There
good
we go.
It was hilarious.
I'm like, why are we upside down? Well, we're not upside down anymore.
No.
I got my little track planning for realistic operations book. We were talking about this last night. John from TSG Multimedia had a panel last night, and we were talking about track planning, so I pulled this book out. But yeah, so I'm going to tell you guys what I'm working on, and then you guys want to share what you're working on, and maybe we'll actually try and build something and see what happens.
We're building something, all right.
Carl says I'm back at step 6. Carl, I'm not even attempting it. I'm not even gonna.
No, not that again.
I'm literally
Oh, hilarious.
I'm just. So what I'm gonna do is I've got this new product from Iowa Scale Engineering. Most people know of them for the proto throttle lately, but they've got what's called the Motorman. And in preparation for this video, I didn't read the manual and I didn't look at any of the videos that they have online explaining how to, do this, because that would have made things easy on me. But my goal is this back track here. I want to have this little trolley just running along that back track as I work on stuff because
it's cool.
Because it is cool.
Yeah.
So the idea of the Motorman is basically it'll run things back and forth, and I'll put these little train spotter sensors at either end that'll hopefully stop the tracks, turn them around, and send them right back. So this is what I'm going to attempt to do. When we'll see.
That's it. I just broke the piece of balsa wood I cut all day. I wanted it the full length. I've just gone and broke it.
Oh no!
On purpose?
No, I got hold of it and it was behind somewhere. I'm not in the loft, am I? I'm in the other room where the laptop is. On the other modelling table, I've got out of the loft because it's too late.
Looks like
to be
you're downstairs.
Yeah, it's too late to be in the loft, isn't it? With being a joined house.
Yeah.
So
as far as times go, we're gonna go until we stop, and if people in the chat can keep an eye on who else is live, just so we can let people know if people want to go to other streams or whatever.
This is
just a place to hang out and model. So
Yep, like mine was.
Yep, exactly. I'm stealing Lee's idea.
I know I need to email John to see if John will put mine on the on to do his side. I think he will if you ask him.
He'll be up here later. We can bug him later. So
Yeah.
Z, what do you think you're gonna work on tonight?
I've got something beside vents. Even though I'm not done with them, I thought I worked on them a long time. I'm kind of bored with them. So I have a little western town that I want to get started for my Rock Ridge layout, which is what I called the desert layout before, which you can't see in here because it won't fit through the door. But yeah, I moved it from my work to home and basically took it apart, destroyed it. So it's supposed to be mobile, but I'm going to have to work on that. Anyway, so I thought I'd do that. And then I have some horses to paint and scale horses to paint. And I could do some of that. And I thought I'd get my cavern out and see what I can do with that. So any and all of
And
that.
scale horses.
Yeah.
So like you're going to paint.
Yep.
I actually have.
What paint are you using for them, say?
So in this little bottle are 50 horses and 50 cows. And you're telling me you're going to paint a horse that's that small?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't have to be perfect, but they're going to be paints because that's what I have. So they'll have spots and everything. And they're going to be all over the layout.
Sounds good to me. I went the easy route. I just paid for mine. But if I was talented, I'd probably actually try and make them.
That's what I'd like to do. Learn how to make them.
So Lee, besides breaking things, what are you working on?
I'm building out my coffee stairs on my stream. I'm finishing off what I'm doing with them, cutting off the bits and sanding the ends, ready to start putting them together into sheds. Measure out for the windows that I've got to go in them, and then cut the windows out with the Dremel. In another video. You
said a shed? You're making the walls now, and then you're gonna build a shed after they're done.
Yeah, it's basically like a porter cabin type shed. That's what I'm building.
Steve 87th PSAP. The answer's not quite. I have not finished it yet.
You won't. You'll never finish it.
I might not. I could not believe how hard that was to do. It was so much harder. I imagine.
Did you see my last video I put out?
I did not.
I done it. You know where Train Freak done his challenge.
Yes, I saw that.
I done his challenge.
So Z, entertain people for 5 seconds. I'll be right back.
All right. Okay. I'm looking for my horses. I don't know what I did with them.
No, I'm gonna get started. I'm gonna put my camera down where I'm working then.
Andy, you'd have to type it in. Hey, now you're gonna cut them out, Lee?
Basically, what I'm gonna have to do, where the framework is, I'm gonna have to cut the dead end off and then sand it. Because it went too long, so I've got the cut off what's overhanging. I'm gonna have them flying all over the room here.
Sorry about that. The girlfriend's in one room taking a class that she's doing, and I'm in here streaming, and the dog was just standing at the door, just whining and whining.
That happens. That happens to me too. Yep. It's like all hell breaks loose when you want to be serious.
Yeah, exactly. Speaking of serious.
Hello, John.
Hey.
Come on, John. I gave you that big introduction, and we came in here.
Hi, John.
Oh, John.
Oh, there he goes.
I'm gonna
gotta say, I love you guys' backlights. I'm really glad you're doing that there.
I should turn the mic on.
I
Look
know.
at your background, Z. Your background's like crazy. Yes, we can hear you, John. We got you now.
Is that better now?
Yeah, you're good, John.
That's better now.
John.
Got to turn
Yeah.
that
John,
mic
can
on.
you do me a favour? You know, on the with all the streams that Heath is doing, can my stream? Because I'm doing a stream 5 o'clock my time, but it's 12 o'clock Eastern, and it's the same as what Heath's doing on the modelling.
Hey Lee, why don't you send me an email and I'll forward it to John?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll do that. Yeah,
I'll be happy to add that, Lee.
I'll send you an email tomorrow.
We gotta
'Cause-
get a modeling video class or modeling show on each continent now.
Just
Right.
keep going in circles.
Yeah, that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
I've already created it. It's already created on my page. I've already done it for Sunday.
So Roy wants to know what was Train Freak's challenge? Did he do a video about it? So I'm not sure. Is anybody here that knows what Train Freak's challenge
Steve
was?
knows more about it. I just seen other people's videos and tried doing it. I'm still cleaning track, and
I said that because Jason's here. If you look at your screen, Jason's there.
Oh, sorry.
That's Jason in the bottom
Hey,
corner.
Jason.
Hey, Jason.
What's up? What is this?
We can't hear you, Jason. Oh no, we can hear you. We just can't see you.
Well, he's hey.
Hi, Jay.
Hey, John.
Before you open your package, tell Roy what's up with your challenge.
Roy? Okay.
Roy wanted to know what's up with your challenge you're doing.
Well, there's one of two. So you got an option, or you can combine it if you want to. The first one is any yard switcher. That would be like a switcher 1, switcher 9, 1200, 1500, MP15, VO, what is it, a VO 1000. Any type of yard switcher, how many cars can you pull it? It's kind of like Wilmer's, but it's limited to yard switchers. The other one is I want to see your longest unit train. And there's a no limit on the locomotives that you put on in. So you can have as many locos on the unit train.
Roy, I hope that cleared things up.
Probably not.
Mr. Blue Comet, how you doing?
What's up, Heath? Can you hear me?
We can. Are you adding some lights in there, or are you still working on the interiors?
Well, I've got, let's see. So here's one of the coaches I think I showed. This one's done with the interior. And I've got the observation car, which is all painted. There's the back of it. You can kind of see. With all the magnets and everything. And here's the brass one that I've been working on now. The dining car.
Are you
So
scratch building that, John?
it's a kit, but it's a pretty intense kit, this dining
Yeah.
car.
Wow.
I mean, the roof work was a lot. You actually had to piece it together. It might be too bright, but you had to piece it all together. 2 pieces, kind of see it. So a lot of body work, a lot of details. But
Man, that's gorgeous.
yeah, it's coming along.
That's pretty well.
But yeah, this is if you check out, I mean, it would be backwards here, but this is the plans. So you got like the blueprints to actually go off of. Kind of see that. Yeah. So I've got my work cut out for me. I wanted to have it done by the end of, actually by the beginning of February for my birthday, but I don't know.
So,
Yeah, you're getting pretty close to that.
Jason,
Yeah.
there's a little bit of debate in the chat going on about whether passenger trains are unit trains.
Technically they are. And you could even have a mail train. Because Steve Childers was like, well, I model the 1960s and I don't know of any unit trains from the 60s. And I'm like, express boxcars, because you would have express, I think they called it like a what they call a hot mail route or something like that. I know SP had it, Mopac had it too, and Cotton Belt had it. That was what they call their Blue Street Fast Freight. So it's basically the way a unit train works is every car in that train is headed to the exact same destination. That's your difference between a unit and a mixed manifest.
So a passenger train is kind of a unit train because they're all going to the same place, but technically all the cars are different cars, so they're not all the same.
But the hall is the same. People's.
Well, okay, so let me correct you on that one. If like, say you're in Chicago, Illinois, and you want to go to Los Angeles, California, they will put your passenger car on the Texas Eagle and take you down to San Antonio, Texas. They take your car off and attach it to the city of Los Angeles.
Oh, I didn't realize they actually swapped cars. I thought people got out and got on a different train.
Not in San Antonio. If you
Yeah,
ride
that's
the
only in New York, Heath.
Yeah, they do that in Europe when they're on strike. I did that.
I mean, I've been on a train that got onto a ferry, but I haven't had them anyway.
Yeah.
So, Jason, while I've got you big on the screen, you want to open up your new package?
Yeah, if I don't knock things over first.
Heath, your audio is way out of sync.
I am having major issues with my computer in general. And it's like no matter what I do, it just doesn't like me.
It is Heath, though. What do you expect? Just playing yourself, Heath.
And I would think StreamYard.
That is cool. It's signed.
Oh wow, it looks
all right.
legit.
That is sweet.
That is nice.
And so I take it your signature is in the actual image.
Yeah, so I created that image and then uploaded it so that it's actually on the it's on the mug.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so that's my Patreon mug. So if you're a supporter on Patreon at the $5 level, that's the mug.
Cool.
So that's why you got the mug.
Oh,
Not just because you're special.
He's special.
Yeah, Jason is special.
Well, they all say I'm special in the head.
Yeah. Jason, did you see the video I done for your challenge?
I can teach that class.
Lee, I have not, but it is on my to-watch list, man.
Yeah.
I will tell you, work the past couple of days has been a nightmare.
I only done it today, so I only uploaded it today.
I will probably be in the bed watching it this evening.
Yeah, no problem, mate. I done the Wilma one. That was class when I done that one. I don't know if you've seen that one, did you? Did you see that one from Wilma's one I done?
Yes, I did watch that one.
I thought it was good the way I done Wilma's voice and not bad in a British accent.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
That was.
And I know for a fact Wilma will find it funny as well.
Yeah, He's saying that things were better before people came up. So I've changed a couple more things. But see, StreamYard, there shouldn't be more processing on my computer because it's all on the web. So I don't know.
Had issues, so I had issues on Sunday night where I was having it the same now, and I only had a couple of people on the panel.
Yeah,
Well, hey, that's not your fault.
I'm gonna blame. I want to blame. I don't know if it's true or not, but I want to blame StreamYard.
Well,
because
it's better synced now.
Because I went down to one monitor instead of two monitors, so now everything's on one monitor. So I shut the other monitor off.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
All right, what kind of computer are you running? Apple or?
It's a Mac. It's a 15-inch MacBook from 2018, and it's just
You need a new computer.
Yeah.
I do. If people want to support me on Patreon.
Computers are so crazy. Like I was getting ready to build a new one, like when the new 3000 series cards came out.
Oh yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
you know, by the time you decide to buy one, they're already like hyping up the next generation stuff. And it's like, you never know when to buy because it's always too late.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nah.
Well,
I've killed two computers on streaming.
my thought is that I would 5600X, the Ryzen 5600X with a 3070 is kind of the current plan.
Those sound
Yeah.
like cool numbers. I don't know what they mean.
I'm gonna guess half the people in here doesn't know what they mean.
I don't have to. I'll just ask my husband. He's the tech.
Yeah.
I know
I've
I
got
put in a brand new video card on my desktop, and I don't even remember what that model was.
I have a
Yeah, Drew, I'm
1080
looking at the
1080 Ti.
5600X.
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
looking at. Sorry, what do you have? The 1080 Ti?
Yeah, it's pretty outdated, but it still runs, you know, anything I need. But
Dang it, I can't find my horses. What did I do with those things? Well,
Yeah, this is.
good
I'm
idea.
hoping to build something that's more powerful than I need, and
it'll
Yeah,
last
it's
you a long time.
I'll take
Yeah.
my train instead.
Joe's computer's black.
Yeah.
It's like my laptop I've got now. I've got it done to how I want it.
Yeah.
I've just
So
got to
Joe,
work.
I'm assuming it's not a Mac if it's black. It's probably a Windows computer.
Yeah.
I still have black.
Yeah.
Have any of you
But-
guys used for modeling this stuff right here? Walther's goo.
I have not.
I have not.
No.
Nope.
I
I've
wouldn't
never
know it
used
because I'm
it
in
either.
I'm in the UK, so like, there's modelling glue you've got there that we don't get.
Well, I you know, classic, you know, with following directions. They were like, "Oh, you should use Walther's goo," and I'm like, "Well, these instructions are probably really old. I mean, of course I could use other glue." And I tried gluing the brass to plastic, and I literally had it completely built, and it fell apart in my hands because
Whoa.
the glue wouldn't adhere to the brass. So I went out and bought some Walther's glue or goo, and this stuff is crazy. It's like it's almost like honey that comes out, like a really thick honey.
Oh,
And
nice.
it's like a mess though. It literally got all in my hands. It's actually brown in color. If you could see the inside, maybe. But yeah, I've never heard
right.
of it before, and it's an act. I see why they call it goo because it really is just goo.
Really, I knew super glue was better.
Yeah, I use super glue, but the problem was that it dried too hard. Yeah, I mean that works for plastic.
Yeah.
This just it
Yeah.
dries, but this stuff here it stays flexible, and
Oh, nice.
And it
we haven't
actually
got anything
sticks-
like that here.
yeah, it sticks really good to metal. I mean this thing is solid, and but yeah, I've never used it before, and I'm kind of glad I found it. But it's
Yeah.
it's
I bet you
messy. I
would-
wouldn't want to use it on something. I mean, that you're gonna paint. I mean, using it all on the insides of the car, we're not gonna
Yeah.
see it. But
I bet you it's a pain to try and sand off as well.
oh yeah, it's because it stays flexible.
Yeah.
Oh, right. How would you sand that if it's flexible?
Yeah, you can't really sand it.
You can.
Well,
It's
just
impossible.
don't screw up, right?
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah. See, here we go. Greg's got a little bit of a machine over there.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's what that is, a machine.
I
Thought
saw-
mine,
yeah.
I thought
That's what I
my
was when I
laptop
saw
was a good machine, but mine's just a gaming laptop, and it does its job.
Yeah, I'm gonna get away from a laptop for streaming. I'm gonna. It's gonna have to be a desktop.
Yeah, and you could really theoretically build one. It's not that expensive to build a decent streaming computer.
It's very
Um,
expensive to build when you've been out of work since March.
Well, okay, but compared to like if you want to build like a serious gaming computer, I mean,
I'm
you're
just
talking
messing with you.
$4 or $5 grand.
Yeah, I've just got this. Got decent processor in it. I've just had loads of stuff put in it that's decent for what I wanted for. I told the computer shop what to do, and it does it.
Mhm.
That's all I need.
Heath, do you use PC Part Picker?
I've been looking at that. Yeah, a friend of mine's actually kind of helping me. He's probably actually going to be probably building it for me.
Yeah, I
Just
like that website because you could basically build what you want and it tells you if it's compatible or not, and then kind of helps you price out the cheapest ones.
that is pretty nice about it. Although if you
Yeah.
put in like a 3070 card, it'll say like, you know, $5,000 or something because it can't actually find it.
Yeah.
Sanded nicely. That one's done. I love
Aye.
building out of matchsticks and coffee stirrers.
So I got this thing open. I may actually put my glasses on what the little writing says on it. Because instead of actually just looking at the directions and seeing where things plug in, probably just going to start plugging things in.
As you do.
Plugging in. Just gonna start plugging things in.
Yeah.
You see
Plug
what,
and play.
right?
I know what I'm going to do.
L.
Yeah, Steve, I'm here to watch the chat and see if you guys have any questions for these guys.
Hey, Jason, I'm going to do some decals.
Are they licking stick?
Yes, they are.
Jason likes lick and stick details, doesn't he?
So the good news is it's pretty darn obvious where the track power goes. It goes in the one that says track.
Yeah, I'm really anxious to see how that thing works because I've heard some good things about it. It's pretty cool.
I'm anxious about it also.
So Heath, Steve 87th wants to know if you're actually going to start working on something.
I am. I pulled it out.
Okay.
How much?
It's half
how much
the
more do you
battle.
want? How much more do you want from me?
He's the host. He's got responsibilities.
Wow. Look, Greg's got computers. I'm assuming he means computers, not machines, but maybe he means machines. Worth over $250,000.
Wow.
And then he threw in there for business at the end.
I was gonna say, some people are rich in this hobby.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Some of us are teachers.
Lee, what are you modeling?
On my live stream that I done Sunday just gone, I built out of coffee stairs. I built sides for a wooden hut that I'm building. I'm building a load of wooden work huts in double O, HO in your eyes. And
Right.
that's what I'm modelling.
Oh, cool.
Sides. So, and that's what I'm finishing them off at the moment. I've got a pile of them. I've got it. I'll show you now. I've done that one. I've got to cut all the dead bits off there to make them flush and everything. And that's what I'm doing is sanding them. I'm going to be marking for putting windows in. And I'm gluing coffee stairs again the opposite side where the windows are going, then cut out with a Dremel. That'll be done in another stream, or done in another video. I think it's easier using a full coffee stair than it is trying to do all the framework. It's just as easy and then piece it together.
Right.
I know Lee just said a lot of stuff, but with his accent, I didn't understand a word of it.
Sorry. Do you want me to say it slower?
Lee, are you speaking English over there?
Is that Romulan?
Yeah. But basically what I'll speak slower.
That was funny.
It's coffee stirrers, sorry. And I've just glued them together, put them onto coffee stirrers the other way, and I've just gone them down all the way, the height of what HO or double O is, and then I'm cutting them off, sanding them, then I'll glue again on the opposite side to measure out for doing where I'm going to do the windows and the doors on it, and then cut them out with a Dremel.
Yep, that
Was that more
explanation didn't help,
explained?
Lee. Anyone want to translate for Lee?
So I'll explain.
I'm just kidding, Lee. Oh, Lee, do you have an impersonation of Uncle Wilmer?
I am
Not?
speaking English. Can't Lee speak English? Yeah, I can speak English.
So I was going to show y'all, if you happen to have like number 6s or number 8 turnouts, and you're wanting to kind of like go to this, but you need to limit your amount of space. You can always take it and cut it. You can always cut it right there, so that way you can automatically go to your next one.
So you kind of doing like a kind of how like microengineering modified their switches
lattice
to get
system.
them in closer. You're cutting your switches down.
Yeah. Because I mean, this is what they look like. Ah, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm taking out the directions because I don't want to screw up and plug the sensors into the wrong spot and then. Sensor inputs left and right are only rated do not exceed.
I've got cocktails. I've got coffee stirrers flying everywhere, all over the room.
Orange. Oh, that's very interesting.
What's that?
So they get the way these train spotter sensors work is there's positive 12 volts in ground, and they each get positive 12 volts in ground, and then there's a third wire that is for the sensor. So there's 3 wires on each of these sensors. Pretty good directions actually. That it's only 2 pages to get you all wired up. Because even I can make it through 2 pages of direction.
We'll see.
I believe in you.
Steve 87th PSAP is asking if Digger can translate for us. I don't know if anyone's heard Digger's accent, but I wouldn't bet on that.
I've heard Digger's accent, yeah.
I should be able to tell.
Hey Lee, I'm gonna mute you when you sand. If you don't mute yourself.
Yeah,
sanding.
I'll mute me. Yeah, right down the mic. Sorry, I'll mute me.
John Arthur says a little birdie told us that we were on. Jason's waving at me. But why'd you jump off in the first place?
Someone tried calling me, and then the audio just went to Jack.
Yeah, that is definitely one problem with using phones. All right, so let's pretend this one's going to go on that side.
Man, this new ruler is slick.
Do what?
It's
My
a scale
scale-
ruler, right?
Yeah, that is slick as heck. Because, like, I have this HO model of what I'm building,
Oh yeah.
and I just measured an HO, and then I turn it over and measure it in.
Got one right here. Yeah, I use this every day.
Pretty cool.
I bought one and it showed up and it was like really small.
Oh,
Really?
Like it wasn't. It was. I mean, it was the right length. It was the right length. It was just
I'm
really
sorry, but that's funny. Only you, Heath.
the right
It's
length. It was just
it's
like
only for
like
N scale.
half an inch wide. And I was like, I don't want
Oh.
a half an inch wide little ruler.
Oh, you
I
mean
wanted
the
a whole.
little mellow? Yeah, they have little ones. Those are cool too.
Yeah, but I didn't want one of those.
Well,
The picture on the internet lied to me. I'm like one of those people that ordered a kitchen table and ended up with a toy
Yeah.
house kitchen table.
They do that all the time on Amazon. It's like they always get people.
I know I don't like. That's why I have to go see it in real life sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My wife does it all
Before.
the time. She's like, look at this. It's so cheap. I'm like, you need to learn how to look at the dimensions of it because it's
Yeah,
probably a third of the size that you think.
it's little tiny. Yeah, I still haven't found my horses. They ran away. The horses are gone. I don't know.
Got mine.
I
I
have,
Have
can
you
send
lost
them
them?
to you if you want.
Have you lost them, Zay?
I've lost my horses, Lee. I'm sad.
They bolted.
Yeah, they bolted for sure. They were like, "No, we're gonna stay white forever."
Yeah, they bolted.
That's all right.
Now I've got to do that email later. I'll do that email, send Heath, and then he can forward it to John for me doing me that Friday stream, Sunday stream.
Yeah, no problem. There's lots of changes all the time. I keep trying to convince John to
Yeah.
teach me how to do it so that he doesn't have to do it all for me, but yeah.
I will one of these days, Heath.
This is actually pretty funny. Digger says Heath bought an actual scaled down ruler.
I haven't even got one yet. I keep saying to myself, all the scratch building I'm doing, I'll get one. And I said to Jackie over getting me one, and she said, "We'll look into it."
Oh, it's worth it. I didn't know, but for what I'm doing, it's super cool.
Yeah, same with me. What I'm doing, but at the moment, have you had a look at any more of my videos?
I did. Didn't you see my
Which ones
comments?
did you look?
They're all named the same.
Which-
How am I supposed to know which one to look at?
Yeah, I know. I've only just recently started renaming them.
I wanted to look. I wanted to see that one you were talking about, and I was like, what? Like you have hundreds and hundreds, and I'm like, they're all the same
I've
name.
only just. Yeah, I've started with them now. I'm starting to rename them properly.
I'm
Okay,
like,
what
so
was
should
first
right be
name?
desk right or should right be? I guess that should be right. I don't know. I guess it probably doesn't matter. So if people are wondering, here's the power. Then you can kind of see the power in there, and then there's a left and a right next to it. So put the left in and the right in.
Jeez, when you get a chance, don't forget to email me before that live next Sunday, so I can send you the link.
We're all like head down modeling. Hey, John, when we all
Yeah,
get really
exactly.
quiet, John, Schuylkill River Valley, John, you need to start telling stories. We all
Oh, you want me telling stories
Yeah.
now?
we all get so focused
the
on what
only
we're
problem, I've never seen John talk very much. Does he talk very much?
No, John doesn't
Yes,
talk
he
an awful
does.
lot.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. Man Cave Hobbies. His name is Heath.
Oh, we
Wow.
got another Heath.
Ah,
Yeah. So I don't know if he's seen my shirt.
another Heath in the house.
He's probably getting blamed for a lot of stuff. He doesn't realize why.
Poor guy.
He's like all over YouTube. People are blaming
Yeah.
him for things that he doesn't understand.
What? I didn't do it. Hey,
This needs the measurements doing. This needs all
Here, you
the
talking to yourself
markings
over there?
doing. Yeah, I shouldn't be. I forget I'm live. I always do it when I'm live. I should mute me
Well.
mic really.
Yes,
Hey.
the next step is to plug it in and see if anything blows up.
Uh-oh.
John Arthur
We're,
goes.
we're just waiting for the. We're just gonna wait for the smoke.
John Arthur says this is answering my question of how y'all get any modeling done while live streaming often. Brilliant. Well, the reality is we don't get anything done, but this is an attempt to get something done.
Yeah, it is.
That's true. If it wasn't for this,
Yeah.
I wouldn't get any done at all.
Hey Lee, do you see that comment on the screen?
Which one?
Do your Uncle Wilmer impression, Lee. And
Do I
thank
have
you,
to?
Andy.
Do
Andy,
I have to?
No,
Don't
you don't
to.
have
I'm not
You
doing
don't have
it.
to do anything.
don't have to do anything.
Do you want me to do it, Heath?
Well, I don't know. I haven't heard it yet.
No, I haven't heard it either.
Oh, they're in for a
You haven't
treat.
heard it? Oh, it works a treat. When I done the Wilmer challenge, he does the no bad.
It's funny because the accent doesn't come in till the end.
Right.
I know for a fact Wilmer will find it funny as well.
Hey guys, it looks like we have John Arthur fooled. He says it looks like we're actually getting something done.
Oh, good. It's working.
Well, that's because you're all so
Working.
small.
Well, I'm getting some vents done. I don't know what I'm going to do with them, but
I'm decaling a car. I've been procrastinating for the past week.
see?
Man Cave Hobbies wants to know if you enjoyed his man cave tour, Heath.
I did. I'm a big fan of man caves.
I'm marking out a doorway to put framework in.
Okay.
That'll be cool.
I don't know why I'm always nervous when I first plug something in.
Well, I don't
I do
know.
the same now. You
I mean, I don't have anything connected except I don't have the track power connected. I don't have anything connected. Like nothing bad's good.
Hey, Heath.
Turn this way. I get it closer, but I can't get it to zoom.
Heath, I'm going to drop out and come back in on my phone so I could get a better mount on my phone.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
I may let you back in.
And he said that after John left.
Exactly. I timed that
I just
perfectly.
may.
Okay, so here's the track plugged in. Track power.
Right. I need to.
Sensors are kind of.
If you actually get that working on the first try, I'm going to be amazed.
I will because it's Heath. It is Heath we're talking about here.
They've
Yeah.
got some really good videos
That's awesome.
on their website explaining like exactly how to do it and stuff. And of course, I didn't watch any of them. So I probably could have very easily gotten this working.
Makes
Hey.
it more fun.
Heath, I would not expect less from you.
That's right.
Hey, Mr. Step One, who's talking back there?
I made it to step 2.
Well, who's made it? Who made it to step 2?
I made it to step 6 last week.
I still haven't figured out how to get to 3 yet, but I made it to 2.
I don't say I brought the wrong.
This is what I want to run. It's
I
a
don't say I
Peter
brought the
DeWitt.
wrong.
Lee, I'm
model
muting you
glue
because you're
down.
making a lot of
Not what I
noise.
want.
The Peter DeWitt streetcar, supposedly the Brooklyn and Queens one, and I can't see it, but there is a little logo there that probably says Brooklyn and Queens. And it's N scale, so there's no real catenary. It'd be fun if it like flies off the end or something. Sean.
Does that need to be programmed or anything, Heath?
No,
No.
I have no idea.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm just-
So supposedly you can set up to 6 different programs, and
Wow.
you can set speed. You can set delay duration. You can have intermediate stops. All kinds of stuff.
Wow.
Here's the. It looks so. There's two boards. They both look like they're custom made boards. This is obviously the motor driver board. You can't really see what's on the bottom one. Oh, I guess the bottom's just the LCD board.
Okay.
Yeah, because it looks like all the buttons go back to this backboard.
John Arthur, yes. Heath is planning on doing these every Monday. This is the second Monday night he's doing it. So I think you're doing it at 6 o'clock, aren't you, Heath?
Yeah, 6 o'clock, and we'll go for a little bit and see what see how it goes. And if you want to be a part of it, send me an email, and I'll send out an invite, the day of or whatever to join, and we'll see who shows up. Midsummer Ends. The motor drive is not. He's asking if it's Arduino. It's not any stock Arduino that I've seen, but that doesn't mean anything.
Okay, I could glue it. I don't know how these things work.
Bye. Welcome to the club, Z. That's the way things go around here.
Yeah, they're
None
all
of us have
greasy.
any idea how
Why they
anything
got
works.
oil all over them? They're all oily. Ew.
Well,
Heath,
that's good.
Digger suggests that you try to see if it works any better underwater.
Just plugged it in. I don't think I'm
Would
gonna
work
do
the
that.
same. It hasn't worked yet, so it would work the same.
So,
My
load
goodness.
annual stop conference. Maybe this is time I. Maybe this is. Oh, well, that's good news. I don't know if you can see it in the camera.
We can see that it's lit up.
You
Backlit.
can't see that it's lit up. Okay.
Yeah. Jason, Bernard wants to know what you're doing.
Yeah, we do too.
I think he does too.
Common goal.
Laying track.
Laying track. All right.
Trying to get a Juicy J's Meat Company 3 pieces of track.
Well, that's interesting. So if you look at the sensor thing, if I put my finger in front of it, it turns red, and if I remove my finger, it. So I guess
So
that's.
won't run over pedestrians? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying I'm alive. I have blood flowing through me, and it can detect that.
It's detecting blood. Oh no.
I'm trying to find some way to kind of get it to like stand up over here on the end, that when the train actually does come back, it's kind of in a position that it might actually.
So in my neighborhood, they come around and they throw these bags advertising for landscaping material or landscaping company. So if anybody needs landscaping in Arizona, here you go. But so they give us free rocks. So last night I went out and collected all my neighbors. Because it's really just litter.
Sure.
Because, so what everybody does is they just open the bag and dump it in their front yard because we have Xenoscape. And
Wait, they give you rocks? I'm so.
yeah, they give you, that's a bag of rocks.
What's the purpose of giving you the rocks, eh?
Well, the purpose is actually to keep their flyer from blowing away.
Okay, that makes sense.
It is wing it into your yard, right? They just wing it into your yard. And so you have all these bags of rocks.
Okay.
But I thought when I take them, I wash them up. They're a little bit large for N scale, but free rocks is free rocks, right?
Sure.
So I was out being a ninja last night. So I told my neighbors this morning.
Did you
I had
steal
that.
their free rocks?
Yeah, I said well, we all hate them because it's just debris. It's just litter.
Steve 87th wants to know if it's the Charlie Brown Landscape Company.
Yeah. No, this one is what they say, golden landscaping.
Judo model trains. Same here in California. We get free rocks a couple times a month. I don't know why that's
Yeah.
so funny to me.
It's funny. It's like, okay.
I really should have
I mean,
prepared
it's a
for this
clever
little
gimmick,
better.
but
Oh, what to
I don't know.
find something to like clip these two to get them to stand up. Like looking around, I should have. Oh, maybe I can. I know what I can do. I think I know what I can.
Finally got the proper glue. Been up and got the. I was trying to use an empty bottle of glue.
Steve, did you just say you were trying to use an empty bottle of glue? I thought you were the glue king.
That's why he doesn't have any glue.
No, no. What I'd done is I picked up the wrong one. I picked up a half full bottle of tacky glue, and that's what I was trying to get out the container. So I've had to just go and get a new
Alright.
bottle.
So I'm just rubber banding the sensors to this little block, and then
What are they? Are they infrared, Heath?
these are, yes.
Okay.
Infrared. I think they're infrared. Now that I said that with such confidence, now I'm wondering if I actually have a clue what I'm talking about.
I was trying to put you on the spot.
Uh-oh.
So Jerry Satz, what I'm working on is a new product from a company called Iowa Scale Engineering. They make the proto throttle. It's called the Motorman. It's an automatic train shuttle controller. So I've got this little trolley here in the back, and my goal is to basically have a sensor at either end and get this train going back and forth. If I can, the hardest part so far seems to be getting the sensors mounted to something. You know what? Part of what's making this hard is still have this track other day.
Heath, the other Heath says, no, don't rubber band it.
Why not?
I don't know.
Is Nate streaming tonight?
I don't know.
This is just temporary.
I don't
The
see
rubber band's just temporary.
anything from him.
I've got no notifications saying. Oh,
My notifications are so slow.
Yes, he is. He's coming on at 7.
Yeah, Nate'll, yeah, he'll probably be on it. If someone wants to post the link in the chat.
I get it.
Jerry Satz, you're telling me there's 2 Heaths. Yes, Jerry, there is more than one of us.
that's scary.
One is scary.
Yeah,
think it's
that's what I mean.
hilarious that
One
Lee
is
is the one
scary.
saying it's scary. All right, if I get this working, I win a prize.
That's the doorway marked out on that one. So that can go to one side.
I'm actually going to be
Jerry,
doing
the other Heath is Man Cave Hobbies.
Yes.
Oh, there's Mike McCarville. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Can we hear him? I can't hear him.
He's muted.
Oh.
Still can't hear you, Mike.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Jason vacuuming his track? Here we go. Manual adjustment. Configuration. The configuration screen. I should take the train off until I figure out whether it's actually set to configuration. locomotive config.
Right. That's bring that back a minute.
Ah,
What have you done?
it just moves. Doesn't want to hold still. My table, I'm working on the bend of my table.
Ah, yeah.
Pro.
Right. Right, that's the front.
Can't.
Back.
Boy, I wish I had it. Really should have watched those directions. Alright, so it is on DCC track output, so that's good.
It's so funny.
Go back. Okay, so address 3.
Oh, it's
Well,
Right,
we'll run
that's the front.
plus minus. Well, I guess let's see if we can run the little. We'll try and figure out the automatic. I honestly don't know what.
Steve, no, Jason's not using the microengineering ladder system. That's turnouts that he trimmed down himself.
Yeah, I might have to move my. I don't know why this is bent in the middle.
I'm hating being too cramped up because I'm not where I'm using my usual model table. I'm crammed on
Yeah.
a little table. I can do it.
That's
I'll
all I
do
got
it,
is
but-
little tables.
Oh, my setup I've got in the loft, I can just spread out.
I know.
The way I've got it, I can just spread out in my building area that I've got. But I'm nominated to this, but I can do it. It's just the first time I've tried doing a model stream out of the loft.
Thing address 3. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this guy is address 3.
I gotta remember which piece is which.
Guy has a number on it. He
Front.
may have actually.
Floor.
Heath, is John in the basement or did he not come back?
Came back, then he appeared again.
Back, front. Now I've
Little
got to find
baffled.
sides.
On right.
Right. Front.
Running. Definitely not running, but half hour. I know that's working. They're gonna make me break out the manual for this. Hey, look.
Yeah.
Dave P says he's finally got his computer in the train room.
Yeah, and he done it after my build. He come up on my build, and then he said he was moving it straight after that. It was Sunday.
Hey Heath, usually at the end of the stream we I'll give you time to like post up people to like come find your channels. Usually just do that at the end so people aren't constantly kind of promoting their own stuff.
Yep.
Why? I wonder
Heath,
why
I want
it's
to
not-
thank you for my stream where I made you blue and you put some of the stuff in for me.
Yeah?
Yeah, thank you for that one on my stream for posting stuff in for me. But I had no one else to do it.
Oh, gotcha.
was
Yeah,
good.
no problem.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
just realized, oh yeah, I was gonna say his Streamlabs been.
Oh, I see Jackie's coming.
I guess what's interesting about this, what I think is going wrong is I don't see like the light coming on as if the track power is on. Just something I frequently don't do correctly.
Yeah,
Load.
John, the Jackie Gerard that's in the chat, that's my other half.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, that's my other half, Jackie LFC Gerard. That's
Oh, my
other
condolences.
half.
Jackie.
You know it now, don't you? Don't you now, John? I was meant to say, I didn't know if she was going to come in or not.
Hi, Jackie.
Oh, nice. I look forward to that. I'm going to carry on with this anyway. I want to concentrate on me modelling. It's more important.
Okay, so I just reset it back to the beginning,
Right.
and I'm going to do what responsible people do, which is not me.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
You mean boring people?
Oh,
that-
there you are, Mike. Yeah, we can hear you now.
For some reason, my camera, which is brand new, I have to reboot because it gets these audio conflicts with other apps. So I don't reboot very often, but if I want to use it, I guess I reboot. So
Right.
which is messed up. So anyway,
Hello, Mike.
hey Lee, how are you?
Not too bad, mate. I'm busy building a shed like a hut out of coffee stirrers.
Lee, it's like midnight there. Why aren't you in bed?
Because I wanted to come into Heath's stream. I
You
like
know,
modelling.
Lee, if it was midnight here, I would have been asleep for 2 hours already.
I like modelling though. Even my other half's in the chat. That Jackie LFC Gerard is my other half.
Ah,
So I don't know if people can see this, but I've got a train moving.
You do? I
But-
got to see.
I have no idea why it's moving.
No.
Heath, Bill from New Fenris wants to come up on panel.
Hey, William.
Tell him to send me an email.
Bill, send Heath an email.
John, tell Keith that I want him to say hi to Bill for me. No,
So
never
it's
mind.
weird.
Pass on that.
So
Forget
it's running fine in manual mode. But I don't know. I don't understand why it's running in.
Right, so that's
But I don't know what.
another front. That's another front.
Hey Heath.
Another front.
Yeah. Are you going to tell me to read the directions?
No, I was going to tell you that I'm going to go jump on Nate's stream real quick because he's supposed to be making some sort of announcement or something.
Oh.
And I think it might have to do with his streaming or lack of streaming in the future. So I would just want to see what he's going to say. So
Oh, wow.
I'll come back.
All right.
Bye. Have fun.
All right. I'll talk
Later.
for now.
Heath, Jerry's okay. He wanted me to tell you that.
Was I worried about Jerry?
I guess so. He wanted me to tell you that.
You're making it seem like I even think about Jerry like at all.
Oh, burn. Dang.
No,
Oh, my God.
I need to find the two sides. So I'm ready to cut the
And
window.
Carl lost the bet because you got it working, Heath.
Well,
Even though you don't know
it's-
how you got it working.
I've got a train running. I don't have it
Me
working.
too.
I don't have the trolley working.
All right, you haven't lost yet, Carl.
Yeah, really. Don't jump to conclusions. It's
When
not.
I go to manual, I don't know what DCC address it's running forward and backwards. But you can see it's moving. Oh, I hear myself on an echo.
Out for the windows.
Who's echoing? I put this guy on the track. Doesn't. I
Well,
thought
it can't
maybe
be me. I'm on mute.
And Heath, Jackie's going to buy a T-shirt that says "Blame Lee."
There's plenty of blame to go around. Trust me.
That's why she keeps calling up with it.
So if I keep just hitting this front and rear button, it'll just keep running back and forth. But I don't understand why. Manual adjustment. The manual adjustment screen allows you to tweak the running speed and direction of the current locomotive configuration. What's the current locomotive configuration?
Measure where the height I want the window.
Configuration. Locomotive
Height I
configuration.
want that window.
Oh, so it's running it on DC. So I'm guessing S003 is short address. So I think I need to go here and go select. No, probably should. S.
Right, so there's
Next. 3.
Yes, there is a
Yes.
difference between short address 3 and long address 3.
Down. Select. Okay.
right, so there's the window.
So now I go
So now I
back.
need to put
Right. So now it says address 3. Now if I go to manual, it doesn't do anything.
right, where's me go?
I don't understand. Why was it doing something on before but not now? Load. Okay, that's very interesting.
What's
So
that?
this locomotive is working on short address 3, not long address 3.
That is because short address 3 is default 3.
Oh, I thought it was long address 3 was default. Okay.
No,
So-
short address.
So people are paying attention right now. If you will notice
Train running.
that the train runs, it gets to the end. You can see my hands. I'm not touching anything. It just stopped. The light changed, turned around, and it's now heading back in the end.
Ah, you did it. You did it. That's awesome.
I should say that basically I did it because the machine is smarter than I am. Basically, I didn't do anything.
But that's the point.
The machine did all the work.
You picked your level of competence this time.
Yeah. One of the things I've always heard is like that people will give little kids credit for use an iPhone, and other people say that no, it's not that kids are good at iPhones. It's the engineers were so good that a kid could figure it out.
Right.
It's kind of interesting. Okay, set this S.
Now I have all these pieces and I've forgotten which go which.
That's why you should mark them.
No, that's
Calm
no
down.
fun.
Black.
I got 2 marked there. I remember this one. They'll fit or they won't.
Yeah,
And then that one.
So
And then this one will be there. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. They're marked the same. Wait a minute. Nope, that's fine. Okay, yeah.
that's labeled 8450. So let's see if I was smart. Actually, set the address. What's turn on it?
Bill sent you an email for next week, Heath.
Yay. Well, you can get on now.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I got my.
His email's open, Bill, if you want to get on now.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not isolating you now. Oh my gosh, if we have to make an appointment to get on the show, forget it.
Exactly.
I'm like, uh-uh.
I'm
Do you
doing the
have to make
same
an
now.
appointment?
Well, it makes
I'm doing the
sense for
same.
trollishness, and to know you got enough people doing it, but if it's just
Yeah,
Heath
that's
on
what
here because nobody else wants to schedule,
Yeah. Z, you said your email was on your about page. It's not.
oh, okay.
Mine is?
I'll
Um,
have to make sure it is.
Oh, Z's in it.
Like
Yes,
somewhere.
that's correct. Z's is not.
Oh,
That's why I had to hunt you
ask
down.
me. Well then I'm
Wait,
gonna fix that
wait.
right now.
You see what's happening?
yeah.
What's it doing? Is
Oh,
it going? Is it
Started
working?
moving.
I was going to chuck you an email for
Aw.
my next stream.
I apologize.
No
apologize.
problem. But
Apparently,
less talking about it because this is Heath stream. I don't want to talk about it on Heath stream.
Well, I wouldn't have known because Heath didn't. Let's see.
Heath, Steve Chowder suggests you still put track bumpers on the end on each end.
there are. That's what's lit up on the ends. Okay. So I don't know if you can see it yet. Oh, I think the trolley may need to be broken in, which because it does not configuration, locomotive configuration. But
Right. So
Over.
that's the side. That's the side with a window.
90%.
I'm gluing on paper. Why have I done that? Oh, it is what it is, isn't it?
If you've noticed, both Lee and I are talking to ourselves.
Jason, Bill wants to know how many times you've hit your fingers with a hammer.
Too many times to count.
Too many times to count.
Hello, folks.
Hey, Dave.
Hey,
Hello, Dave.
How's everybody?
fabulous. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
I bet you're happy now. You've got your laptop, your computer in the room.
Yes.
You can do builds like this now, can't you?
Yeah, I just got to get a few things
Yeah.
settled.
I could see him.
Even though
He was yearning for it the other night. He was like, "Oh, I wish I could build."
Yeah. Exactly.
Mhm.
He's welcome. Well, I'll not sort of talk. I'm on Heath stream. I'm not going to bother talking about it.
It's so funny. Let's see what.
What have you got there, Dave? You building?
Well, I'm just going through. I just bought it a while back, and I'm trying to go through it. It's GB20 low nose. I got to figure out what I'm
Oh,
going to do with
nice. Nice.
it. Got some work to do to it.
Yeah, but it is nice.
Well, so the good news is
There's good news.
you can see it's now going back and forth, stopping, turning around, going again.
Cool.
Right.
That is
I'm
awesome.
gonna.
I think it's kind of cool that somebody built something that I mean I basically just plugged it in and set the DCC address. The issue I was having was just setting the correct DCC.
Are all those wires what makes it work, or is
Yeah, so I have to clean up the wires. Basically, there are 3 wires that go to this sensor, 3 wires that go to this sensor.
oh,
That
I
all
see.
eventually run underneath the desk and then up on top.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the track power, which is this wire
Mm-hmm.
right here is track power. And then there's the power for this device. So track power and operations and everything are all just one plug.
I want a wireless one.
You want a wireless? Oh, so funny you say that. I thank you, Bill. Bill, you should have an email from me, by the way. Unless it's a different Bill that sent me an email. What was I about to say? I don't remember.
No idea.
I was asking
Oh.
about wireless.
Bill, it said address not found when I sent it back to you. So I tried to reply to you.
Where do I go to put that in the
Try one more time.
discussion?
Uh,
Where's my dashboard? That's why I don't have it, because I don't know how to work this thing.
so I have room for 10 people, so more people can come up. What am I talking about?
Wireless.
Remember. Oh, so wireless. So my control system, can't pull it out right now. If you look at video 2 of mine, my control system is actually just a little plastic box. And it, it takes power. So I'm looking at all these like DeWalt 20-volt batteries. And on eBay, you can get a little 3D printed housing that the battery goes into, and then they sell little DC, like trim pot things
Okay.
that you can get to adjust the voltage. So if you wanted to dial it down to 12 volts, which this is actually 11.6 right now, you could take a DeWalt battery, put it into one of these mounts, put the little DC potentiometer thing in there, and you then have a remote setup. So for this, it would probably run for a long time because you only have one locomotive. What I want to do at some point is I'm thinking about building a battery setup that I can take down to the park, and I want to take my t-trak modules down to the park and basically set up the t-trak modules and run trains down in the park.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah, that'd be
Nice.
real cool.
So
That'd be cool.
I thought that would be kind of fun. I don't know that this one was running. It feels like it was running.
Are you going to make it have stops?
So interesting you say that. So I did talk to the guys at Iowa Scaled Engineering, and they were asking me, did I want the sensors or the infrared sensors? Which I actually like. If you need infrared sensors, these are actually pretty good. These Train Spotter ones. This actually worked out really pretty well. But what they sent me, these aren't released yet. But they did send me. Let me get it open. Some block detection modules. So this will take at least 2 intermediate stops, maybe more. But yeah, so I am kind of thinking that I might do maybe a little station stop in the center there or something.
That'd be
Almar, I always wondered if you can run DCC on a 12-volt battery system. I have a hobby solar system. So, Al, yes, you can 100% run it on a DC battery, but you do want to make sure that the power is clean. If the power is not clean, any sort of bad, any not clean voltage is going to affect your DCC signal. So you might have problems. With a system that's not clean.
How do you add that email thing that you guys do?
Say that one more time. How do I
The
add what thing?
email where you only give it out when you submit your.
Oh, on
Whatever.
your you add it to your YouTube profile on the about page.
Yeah, I don't know where that is.
So it looks like too ISE threw in this. I'm gonna just show here first. Oh,
Oh, I got a link to my horse channel.
Oops.
so you can see here. So this is an ISE engineering product, and you can see it says NN and HOHO, and there's some LEDs on it. And I think that when you put it on the track, it tests that I'm getting a good signal. You can see that it lights up when it touches the track. It's a little track tester to test your power on your track.
Cool.
That's kind of awesome.
That is so cute.
So
that came with it?
They sent it to me. I've been talking to them for a little while about this. And I've really wanted this Motorman because I really wanted to do this for a long time. So I've been bugging them for several months for it to come out. So I think they sent this to me to be nice. But this is awesome to have this little like tester, like a little just simple like. I have all kinds of all the time. I forget to turn the power on my track, and I can't figure out why stuff's not working. Almar, it should not matter. You just need to make sure that you have enough amperage. Yeah. So your DC battery would need to power your NCE system. Jerry wants to know if Sherry with a Y is in chat. There might be a Sherry with an IE in chat, but I don't think there's a Sherry with a Y in chat. Yeah, Bill, that one email kept bouncing back, but I see there's another email here now.
Holy shit. Excuse
Watch
my
the
language.
language.
Sorry.
Family show.
Holy
Okay,
cow.
not really, but you know.
Yeah, not really.
We're gonna pretend. We're gonna try. We're gonna try our best to be
Holy cow.
family friendly.
That's neat.
So Bill, the other one you sent me too says not found. The email you're sending me, just so you know, it's saying like Outlook _ 52271598376E498 at Outlook.com. So it's like this. It's giving me this weird.
Levers in these things move.
There you go. Andy, yes,
Thank
very
you.
true. I would highly recommend putting in some fault protection if you're going to use a battery.
Right.
Jerry says, Z, you can add your email under customized channel basic info.
Yeah, I had to find that. But I
know,
did.
right?
I think it's on there now. So,
I'll have a
Yeah.
look, and if it is, I'll email you.
yeah,
Right.
thanks. Sure.
I've already
Email
got
away. Email away, everybody. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm good for that. Let's see. Okay, now how do I get out of this business? I don't want to.
So, Z, do you prefer Z? I'm assuming Z is sort of a nickname based off your last name.
Yeah.
Do you prefer...
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. I'm good, but if there's another Sherry, then it keeps. Yeah. But if there's another Z, then it doesn't
The
matter.
chances of there being another woman, let alone another Sherry, I think that's
You never know. We're infiltrating. I'm gonna bring them in.
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty unique as far as girls go, I think. I know when I go to the train things, the guys go, "Are you here by yourself?"
Michael's back.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, Mike.
Off the side.
I'm 2 for 2. So I'm back from Crazy Town.
Okay.
Hey, come on now. He may watch this later.
So hey, Nate, I'm back from Crazy Town. Yeah, he's pretty much off the deep end at this point, guys. And this is my own personal editorial, so this has nothing to do with Heath. But he's leaving Facebook. He's leaving YouTube eventually as soon as he posts all his videos on Rumble. Nate's gonna pull everything off of YouTube once Rumble can live stream, which may never happen because they're such a small platform. And he's deleting his Gmail account, his chat, his texting. He's moving to all different unassociated.
All right, so Michael, I'm going to cut you off, and we're just going to say that we wish Nate the best, and yeah,
He snapped.
let's just leave it at that.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you my opinion. You can cut me off, but
Yeah, I'm cutting you off. We don't need to get into it.
Yeah, he's lost it.
We can talk more about it later off the channel.
And he's getting grief from the guys that are on there too. Like Sparky's on there, Vinny's on there, Container Man.
Yeah.
They're all kind of, it's sad. It's sad because here's the other part of it, Heath. He spent a lot of time building his channel and his following and his guys. So I mean, I understand his feelings, but man, you put that much sweat equity into yourself and your branding and everything. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of people that you're gonna lose. It's gonna take you a while to build that up again on a completely different platform. So, like you said, good luck to him. But man, it
is what it is.
Yeah,
it's gonna be what it's gonna be. So
yeah, he's almost at 300 subs, and he worked really, really hard to get that.
Yep,
really hard.
So just a reminder, if you do want to join as a member, somebody just dropped off.
Somebody dropped.
If you want to join, send me an email. My email's on the About page.
Crane Freak dropped.
Okay, so Heath, thanks for letting me editorialize, and I'm done.
That wasn't bad.
So what are you working on now? Now that you went through, I like this little. I'm really liking this little thing. Okay.
I want one.
So what are you working on? Michael? I gotta find out what this thing costs. I'm really curious because this is a great little thing to have around. Yeah. Sorry, Michael. What are you working on besides your kitchen? Yeah. Building.
I fired my contractor today.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to do that. What happened?
A really, really slow progress. So I've been, sitting on a lot of stuff, and I'm like, can we get going? We've got carpeting and stuff. Like, come tear it out so I can get the carpet guy in here. And so I spent all weekend tearing out carpeting and flooring and stuff. So they're going to be here Friday installing it, and I couldn't get the current contractor to get the stuff done because I've got a completely empty layout room that I can't do anything with. So I could be doing bench work and all kinds of stuff, but I'm doing nothing. I'm watching Heath model instead.
Somebody's got to watch me.
Well, that's one.
So My Life Tracks is asking, and My Life Tracks, you have a lot of locomotives. This might actually be really fun for you to show off some of those locomotives of yours.
Nice.
This is, I should probably put this up here. This is the Motorman from Iowa Scale Engineering. Iowa Scale Engineering is the. Are you talking about this? I don't remember which camera's on. Sorry. Are you talking about this little doodad, or are you talking about this thing here? I guess we should clarify that before I go on a ramble.
That's right, Jerry. Be your own contractor. Be the ball.
Oh, so apparently My Life Tracks has a little thing that goes back and forth. Or are you saying you've showed off your locomotives, or you have a little automatic train shuttle thing? John, Gus is saying hello to you.
Yes, I said hi to Gus. Gus, how are you tonight?
All right. So does everyone see this?
Yep.
Can you read that?
Yep.
No.
Yep.
Somewhat. That's a track.
Is that
Z.
So
Is
if
that
it's like
Z?
that, it's N. If it's like that, it's
Z.
Z.
Oh, is that how it goes?
So I figured if I got done with this thing sooner than later, I thought I'd try and put this together. Because what could go wrong not only trying to run one train during a live stream, I figured I'd try and run 2 trains during a live stream. I may not have enough space to run this scale train, so it might not actually happen, but
I have to go run an errand, so have to run.
All right, Dave.
Good to see you, Dave. Take care.
Yep.
Take care, Dave.
See you, Big D.
Heath, sometime I'd like to have a private chat with you about some stuff.
absolutely. Just throw me an email and we can definitely chat.
All right.
What could go wrong?
Are you taking off or are you just
Yeah, well, I gotta go run an errand quick, and then I'll be back. If
Oh,
you're still
so-
on,
okay.
if you're on still when I get back, I'll get back up.
Okay, I don't know if Tom's streaming tonight. That's my main stopping point. If Tom comes on, I'm definitely going to jump off.
Hey,
If
William.
Tom doesn't come on, I may still be here.
Hey guys,
Hey, Bill.
Hey, Bill. We got it
Heath.
figured out now.
Nice.
Heath, Tom is coming on at 8:00, Heath.
He is
Oh,
coming
is
on
he?
at 8. Okay.
Okay.
And I will
Cool.
definitely not be on at 8 o'clock.
All right. Hey Lee, this is what I'm currently working on. If it'll focus in. Come on, focus.
Oh, nice. That looks good. The mini mouth.
Yeah. That's one of the YouTubers that Lee and I know that actually has helped me immensely with my modeling.
Oh, that's Mel Bose, B-O-S-E?
Yeah.
Mel? The
Okay.
train tutor.
Yeah.
I really want his book.
If
I
you didn't get in
cannot
on the
wait
Kickstarter, you'll have to wait till February.
Kickstarter is, yeah, done with. I can't get on it, so I have to wait.
Yeah. Where'd it go? There it is. It's currently sitting on the floor behind me. But yeah, that was one of the quintessential books that I've ever put my hands on for terrain. He literally breaks everything down for table. He does it more for tabletop gaming, but everything he uses in there, we can use for model trains. I mean, my entire layout was originally based off of that book. I mean, really, my train stuff, that was where it came from. Was from that.
Just lost one of the numbers.
Yeah, he's got. I use him to do a lot of stuff with me as well.
Yeah. Between him, Kathy Millett, and Luke Towan.
No, yeah. Yeah.
Especially Luke Towan. Some of the
Yeah.
stuff he's done has just. Although what's
So one
really
of the
cracked me up.
secrets, one of the
Yeah.
secrets about this stream is that it was kind of started from watching people like Mel.
Yes.
And just sort of seeing people model. And I know there's a lot of people in our community that are also really good modelers. So that's a lot of what sort of drove me to start this.
Yeah.
Right, let's see. Side.
Yeah, right now my train layout's kind of taking a hiatus. I don't plan on doing anything more to the table or any kind of terrain stuff for a couple months.
Oh, really?
I got the go ahead to build a shed, and I found out I don't have to permit it or anything because
Oh,
it's
really?
not considered. So long as it, well, the way the city wrote it up is so long as it's not a permanent slab, I don't have to permit the building. So since it's not getting a concrete slab underneath it, it's considered a storage building in non-occupancy. So
All good.
I'm giggling beyond belief because I've already got 2 storage buildings set aside that I want to that I'm going back and forth with. So it's
Talk to who just got a storage building.
Jim Tedesco
Lance.
just got one. Lance just got one.
Weber just got one that they literally just basically drove to his house and put down. And that's
well,
that.
see, that's the
Nice.
problem. I can't do that because there's no room between my house and the house next to me to get
Drive it back there.
any kind of dragging it back there. Even with the mule, there's not enough room on the property line between my house and the neighbors. Plus, I've got a stepped yard at the front, so there's no easy access down to it. And then I've got the lake at the back of the house. So
What you're saying is everything about complicated.
yeah, well, what I'm doing is there's the ones I'm looking at are do-it-yourselves. Everything basically comes pre-built. You just got to stand the walls and put them together, and then shingle it yourself. And with me being in construction 20 some odd years, it's not that hard to stand a shed up. So it'll be, when I get it, the camera will be outside with powered, and it'll be, there'll be a video in the near future.
That sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Heath, I'm going to have to drop out here. So have a good night,
Okay.
everybody.
All
Good
right,
night,
John.
thank
Have a
you.
good one.
Thanks, John.
See you, John.
See you
Someone
guys.
else can just keep
Good
an eye
night,
on the
John.
time.
Good night.
Thank you for being here, John.
Oh, hey, no problem.
If someone else can just keep an eye on the time so that we can be sure to jump out of here once Tom comes on.
All right. Yeah, we got 7:42 Eastern right now.
Problems. That problem might be is I don't know how I'm gonna wires this scale track. That might have been something I did not factor in when I got all my Z-scale stuff.
What was that? Those are Z-scale things? Oh yeah, you did say that.
Yeah. Not you. Others. So rerunning all the wires so that I can get the little trolley running again.
I mean this.
Yeah, I don't. All my wire is in the other room.
Is there a moat between it?
No, but the girlfriend's in there on a class, so I don't really want
that's
to go in
right.
there and bug her.
I've used that excuse a couple times.
What's that, Z?
I said I was just teasing, but I was intimidating or imitate whatever.
Oh,
Intimidating that I would be
Intimating.
yes. That I would be in a class when I wasn't, so the boyfriend wouldn't bother me.
well,
Nice.
I actually went in there to let the dog in, and she
Did she growl at
was
you?
actually on a class, so
Mm-hmm.
or at least she was talking to some guy.
Hey.
You know.
Oh, see? Oh, now you really caught the excuse there.
So one of the things that I thought was so cool about this E-scale controller, and I almost got a different one. One of the things I really liked about it is that you can put batteries in this.
Oh, sweet.
You could put AA batteries in it and then run it off batteries, which I just thought was so awesome. That idea.
Are you gonna put links to all that stuff somewhere?
I could actually. I actually just found it all on eBay, so I don't know.
Oh,
I can try and figure out how I would find links, but yeah.
just put
Oh,
the,
this is
just
interesting.
put
Look
the
at this.
description in, and then we can find it ourselves. Just like, give me the data. Give me the data.
Z-scale.
I'm a shopper. Z-scale. Okay.
So it looks like this
I got
goes.
a Kato N scale that looks like that.
Yeah, well, this is all Kato Unitrack back here. Why isn't it turned?
I had to buy an adapter for my controller, but that was all I had to do. Now I got to get a train that'll run on it.
What I cannot figure out though, I've got this really nice connector. Oh, apparently this camera decided to go off on me. On camera. Well, that camera's not working. So I've got this. It's like a little connector thing, but I can't really show right now. And I'm assuming it's supposed to go somewhere on this track. Can't figure out how it connects to the track.
What's a connector for?
I'm assuming. So this is the company that makes this is called Rokuhan, which is the same company track I got. So I was thinking it was all just like a starter set that would all kind of connect together, but I don't see how it. Of course, at the end of the stream, there's something going on. The trolley doesn't cooperate now.
Well, yeah, that's usually how it works out.
Oh, interesting. So there is somewhere. Maybe that's what this track is about.
I was going to paint horses tonight, Bill, but I can't find my horses. They took off to the higher, greener pastures. So,
Now, are you sure they took off to greener pastures, or did you end up sending them along the train line to the glue factory?
no, they're nowhere near glue.
But you liked horses.
I love horses. I love horses, but there's a few horses that I've met in the past that I would love to turn into dog food.
Hey, that's just bad training.
One of them actually was one of the original jousting knights from Carolina Renaissance Festival. I have a wonderful scar on my right forearm where he bit me. And the guy asked me, did he actually bite me? And I was like, well, it was either me or the 8-year-old's fingers that looked like carrots when he went to pet his nose.
Yeah.
And I saw the lip curl up at the last second, and I moved the kid's hand out of the way, but the way I moved it, I put my forearm up, and he got me right across the forearm here. And I was like, yep, he got me. Ripped my shirt nicely.
Hazards of the activity.
Yeah, hazards of horses sometimes. Yes, definitely. Then of course you got the Percheron that decided he wanted to wheel at the end of the arena, and nobody bothered telling me about it. That was so
Are we
funny.
telling horse stories again?
Yeah.
Sorry, I started it again.
You did.
I did. I started. It's
No
like a
more
button. You push it, and there we go. It's good though. I like it. Well, I was going to get more done tonight, but I can see there's way too much prep in this hobby.
There's a lot of prep work.
I know. It's like, what the heck?
Oh, I don't even want to hear about prep work. Half the models I have to do, I'll show you how these models usually start out.
It's kind of the same hobby.
This is how my stuff starts out 90% of the time.
Where's Rick? I have trees.
Ooh, trees. Yeah, something else I need to look into doing. That's something I'm doing on the new layout. So I will actually end up with trees on the layout. Mainly because the two industries I have actual rail cars for are coal and lumber. And then I've got, well, if I ever manage to find a new set, new wheel sets, I've got 4 lifelike Chicago Northwestern stock cars. And then I've got 2 that are somewhere around here that are from what you call it?
Thanks, Andy.
That are micro trains, but I've got to get new trucks for both of them because I pulled the trucks off the one and swapped them out with the Cadies so I could run the Canadian National that I got from Hot Rod Rodney for his one contest that he did. I actually won one of the N-scale cars off of him. And then I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with the 2 portals that I got from John. These things are the most beautiful things I've ever seen. I don't know if I had done a video for them, but those are the 2 portals that John sent me.
I don't know. Crazy Joe was making a portal that I thought was amazing.
Oh, really? I hadn't
Yeah,
seen.
it's a skull she's carving out of. He's carving out of foam.
Yes.
Carving out. Yeah, that was pretty.
Yeah, I saw that.
Pretty darn cool.
Yeah, I was actually in that live stream when she was doing the designs of it and all.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, holy smoke.
They were.
So this should be running right now, but it's not.
Uh-oh.
All right,
Oh, well.
we got 7 or 8 minutes until 8.
Yeah, let's see if I can find a link to Tom's stream and post that up, and I'll shut down and say goodbye to everybody. If people want to start promoting their channels or any of that kind of stuff, feel free. I'm gonna post up. I just found Tom's.
I'm closing my glue. Yeah.
Training. And things. So Tom's going to be going live at 8 o'clock. But yeah, post up your channels, support each other, do all that good stuff, please.
I got
Tim's
something
got 49 subs. He's got something glued.
I got something glued. Look at that. Yay.
Yeah, I did get the trolley working, but then something started happening and it was ignoring the sensor.
Don't report yourself. That's fine.
And
We
then
don't
now
have to-
this
We don't have to know.
Z-scale thing's not working either. I thought it was going to be a simple plug and go.
I can glue something else in the time we have left. Let's see. I can get a wall on this. I had a reference picture that I can't find. So that's why I'm just winging it with this. The one that's on my desk already. I already did that.
Ooh.
So I thought I'll just use this as a starter.
motor's
They all
really
look the
warm.
same, right? In the Old West.
I may have fried this motor.
Oh no,
Oh no.
Heath. What are we gonna do with you?
Yeah, and these things are not cheap. The Z-scale. It was supposed to work with this train controller, so I'm very confused.
Uh-oh. This is too long. My piece is too long. Oh well.
Guess I gotta figure that out.
How did I want to do this? Okay.
It definitely doesn't smell good.
Uh-oh.
That's a bummer.
Uh-oh.
I really hope I didn't just burn this.
Uh-oh.
That is gonna be very just.
How did you manage that? Because I mean, you had everything
Well,
by the.
Well,
I
put
had
the-
it.
put
I
that
just had it on
controller.
the track, and I had the controller up, and it just wasn't. It wasn't moving, and I had left it on, and I was just sort of fiddling with stuff, and then I went back and touched it, and it was like it's really warm.
Okay.
Oh, that's quite the way to end the stream, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah.
That's a good way to
Great
end.
way to end the stream. You broke something.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Well, everybody, I'm gonna go drain my tears. What's the word? I'm gonna go cry about my
I was gonna say, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go cry about my now broken Z-scale
Oh
locomotive.
no!
Oh
'Cause they're so
no.
cute.
And yeah, and we'll go from there. So thank you everyone for coming. Anyone on the panel wanna say some goodbyes before I
Well, thanks for having us.
Yeah. Thanks for
Thanks
having
for
us.
Doing
Even though
this.
I came in late.
It's always
had
fun to
fun.
hang out with friends.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it
And
even
being-
says right here, look, no AC, DC only, and this is the DC controller.
I think you have a case.
Yep.
I don't know if I could do Ray's. That.
That's pretty good, though.
Yeah. It was pretty good.
Okay, so we'll see you in.
Yeah. So what
John,
are we
yeah.
going to be on next, Heath? I'll try to bring something to build.
That'd
Okay,
be
yeah. Awesome.
It's still
Thanks
awesome.
everyone for being here, and as Roy says, see everybody in Tom's stream.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I'm gonna hope I didn't ruin my Z-scale locomotive.
No.
Thanks everyone. I'll talk to everyone later. Thank you.
All right. See y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.